welcome to my kitchen. For all my Korean friends out there, 안녕, 내 이름은 Dorothy예요. 내 보여길 생겨서 환영합니다. I am so excited because today I am making Bibimbap, which is Korean for mixed rice. I got this recipe off of mykoreankitchen.com and I love it. It's the kind of meal where you have it, then you have seconds, then you sneak back down late at night, and then you can't wait for leftovers the next day. My kids love it, I think you're gonna love it, so let's get started. There are a few ingredients that you may not already have in your home, but you can easily find them in the grocery store. The first is a Korean chili sauce. It's made from red peppers. It's called gochujang. And then we need sesame oil and sesame seeds. We'll start with the meat first so we can let it marinate while we prepare the vegetables. You'll need about 1/3 of a pound of beef, and we'll just cut it in little pieces. So for our marinade, we need a tablespoon of gochujang, a tablespoon of sesame oil, a teaspoon of sugar, I'm using brown sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of minced garlic. And we'll just stir that up and let it sit for 30 minutes. While this is marinating, you can go ahead and start your rice how you would normally cook rice. I've got my rice cooker going over there. Since we have most of the ingredients out, I think we should go ahead and make our bibimbap sauce. So for that, we'll need 2 tablespoons of gochujang, okay, we'll need 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of roasted sesame seeds. We'll need 1 teaspoon of vinegar. I'm using apple cider vinegar. You can use regular vinegar, whatever you have on hand. And then 1 teaspoon of garlic. And this sauce really makes the dish. I mean, the combination of this with the marinade on the meat is magic. I love this dish because it is truly customizable. You can choose whatever vegetables you like, whatever suits your taste. I am going to be using carrots, mushrooms, and spinach for our bibimbap. We're just going to cut our carrots into strips. We'll go ahead and chop up our green onion now so we can add it to our cooked spinach. So we've got 2 pans on our cooktop. One is filled with water and we need it to come to a boil to cook our spinach. And then the other one has just a little bit of cooking oil, and that's for our carrots and our mushrooms. So for those of you who know me, you know that one of my guilty pleasures is watching Korean drama. And if you've never experienced K-drama before, what can I say? I mean, it's definitely a slippery slope. You start off with one, and you watch another, and then before you know it, you're learning Korean, and you've got an autographed picture of Lee Min-ho. So I've never been to Korea. I hope to make it one day. But on these K-dramas, they're always eating food that looks so delicious. So I just had to try some recipes that I've seen on the shows. Okay, so let's add our carrots to our pan. They just need 2 to 3 minutes. add our mushrooms. And again, they only need a couple minutes. We'll add salt to the carrots and the mushrooms and to our boiling water. We'll add our spinach. I know it looks like a lot of spinach, but it'll cook down a lot. It only needs to cook for about 30 seconds. And then you want to drain it and rinse it under cold water. So we drained our spinach and we rinsed it under cold water for a few minutes, and then we squeezed all the excess water out. And to the spinach, we are going to add half a teaspoon of minced garlic, a teaspoon of our chopped green onion. We're going to add a teaspoon of sesame seeds, a tablespoon of sesame oil, and some salt. Just mix this up. And then our spinach is ready to go. Now it's time to cook our beef. We've got our pan with a little bit of oil in it, and the beef only really needs to cook 3 to 5 minutes. Is to cook our eggs. Our rice is ready, so we're just gonna put some in a bowl. This is a Korean bowl specifically made for bibimbap, and it's a stone bowl that you can put on your stovetop. And what it does, it crisps up the rice, and it makes a really great crunchy texture. But if you don't have this, don't let that stop you from making this recipe. So now we'll just add everything to our rice. I love this because it's so colorful. Next, we'll add the egg. And lastly, our bibimbap sauce. So we're finished cooking. It looks beautiful, but now we're gonna mix it all up and taste it. I love the bibimbap sauce we made. It's got a little bit of heat on the front end, but it's sweet and it just makes you want to just keep eating more and more of it. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe below. If you tried this recipe or you have a recipe you'd like for me to try, just let me know. You can also find me on Instagram under Dorothy's Kitchen, Dorothy with 1 O. 안녕히 가세요.